Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Glad you're stopping in. Today is Thrift Haul Thursday. Hope you enjoy. If you remember in my last video, the Christmas video, I said I had purchased 10 VHS tapes for $1, and here are the other 4. I picked up Foghorn Leghorn and some other cartoons because I love cartoons and I love Foghorn Leghorn, so I thought that might be a good one to pick up. I picked up Night Tales with Heath Ledger. I think this one actually has an old Blockbuster label on it, and I'm sure everybody remembers Blockbuster. We all lived there. I got an American classic right here, John Wayne. And this right here is probably one of my favorites. Excuse me. It's Cinderella, the Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella with Ginger Rogers and Leslie Warren and Leslie Ann Warren. And it says right here, 1964 is when it came out. And I actually remember watching this in color at my aunt's color. She had a color TV. She was the only one. And every Sunday night, all of the kids from both sides of the family would gather around the set and watch color movies or Disney's Wild World. So I remember that vividly. I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know what I'm going to do with all 10 of them. I might break them up and sell the Christmas ones as a lot. And I don't know. I'll have to do a little research on it. I only spent $1 on it, so I'm really not looking to make a lot of money on them. So the Christmas video I put up was very spontaneous, and I was getting ready to put this one up, and I was going through my bags and boxes to see what I had to put on the table, and I found this Resin Home Co. teddy bear in an O, and I thought, oh, I had just had the Y in the last video, so now I realize I'm missing the J. This was at the Salvation Army. It was 15 cents. It was packed in with all the other fall scrap that I bought. This is in the folk art pattern, 1980 to right about now. It's a gravy ladle. Like I said, 15 cents I paid for it. I asked about $3 for it. While I was waiting in the line down in Sebastian at the Humane Society thrift store, they had a whole lot of these marked down $5 to $2. So I was waiting in line, I peeked through them, and I picked one out to buy. I remember Boyds bears being so collectible back in the 80s. A friend of mine was a big collector, and I thought this one was adorable. They're known as 3D greeting cards. This one is not that old, 2004. Let me show you what we got here. Hold on, here we go. Sorry about that. A little tape there. Just adorable. So it'll make a perfect birthday present for somebody. They go for about $15, free shipping. I've been trying to pick up restaurant wear to put in every video that I can, and I found this really cool mug. It's very heavy. You can see right here. It's a White Castle mug, and the very cool thing about it, well, let's see. First of all, I paid 30 cents for it. That's a very cool thing. But check this out. I've never seen one before. You might have. They're called ashtray mugs. They're actually an ashtray and a mug all in one. There's room here for 2 cigarettes. That was kind of interesting. Even though it's not marked, I believe it was made by Mayor China, because every other one I have seen has been made by Mayor China, and I can't find any other makers. This dates back to the very late 1950s to probably about 1961, and they sell pretty well. I can ask $15 for this one. Picked these up at the Salvation Army, fell in love with them. I paid 75 cents for both of them. They're wood, they're not marked. Well, there's something on there, but I don't think that's a marking. I'm pretty sure they're Japan, and they open from the top, salt and pepper shakers. They are so cool. And they're in decent shape, being hand painted. I see a lot of these out there with all sorts of different faces and stuff on them. These seem so familiar to me. I'm thinking that maybe my mom had them back when I was a little girl. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to ask my sister. I'm going to ask $6 for the set. At the bottom of the bag, I had found the 12 knives that I forgot to put out the other day. These are obviously the rest of the Falls Craft Tea Rose. There are 12 of them, and they are already listed with the other lot. 15 cents a piece is what I paid for them. Paid 60 cents for all 4 of these 5-ounce juice glasses. Picked them up at the Salvation Army. They're Sandwich Forest Green by Anchor Hocking, and they're produced between the 40s and the 60s. I'm going to ask $10 for the set of 4. I found this at the Sebastian Humane Society store, I believe, and I paid $1 for it. And like everybody else, you see something, you immediately flip it over. And oh my goodness, when I saw this back stamp, I had to look a few times because I've never run into this back stamp before, although I knew what it was. That's Gladden McBean. Gladden McBean is a company that makes Franciscan. And this is called a China sherbet cup. I don't know why they're called China sherbet. This is, well, first of all, it is Franciscan. It's El Patio. That is the pattern name. Came in many colors. They made El Patio 1934 to 1947. The back stamp I just showed you there dates this between 1934 and 1938. The color is called bright yellow, and I'm not even quite sure what I'm going to ask for it. I don't even think I'm going to ask anything for it. I think I'm going to hang on to it. This pretty plate was marked 59 cents. It was Senior Citizen Day, so I got 25% off of everything. It's just one plate, but it was so pretty and in such pristine condition, I had to pick it up. It's a vintage. Actually, it's not a vintage, is what I meant to say. It's Princess House 2007 to 2010, fairly new. Pattern is called Vintage Garden. It's a 9-inch salad plate. This one here is a peony. The salad plate set consisted of the peony, the hydrangea, a lilac, and a snapdragon. And the cups and the other dinnerware came in other floral patterns. It's really, really pretty dinnerware. I think for this one plate alone, I could probably get about $6. Look what I found at the Salvation Army, another, excuse me, piece of international china made in Japan. This is the Heartland Farm Scene pattern, which you're probably familiar with by watching my videos by now. Dates 1986 to 1999. I'm going to ask about $15 for it. Picked up these frigid dishes at the Salvation Army, and when I saw them, they went into my cart like I was a magician. I don't even think you could see how fast they went in there. You can see right here they have an embossed pattern. It's a vegetable pattern, or actually it's not a vegetable pattern. It is a fruit pattern. I'm going to turn it around right here. It's embossed on the inside. They also made a vegetable pattern, and the vegetable pattern is simply FEG 18. I couldn't find the pattern number for these, but I was so excited to find these because if you remember, maybe you don't, but a few videos back or a few months back, I had found the larger one of these, which I would show you right now, but it's full of rice-a-roni. So I'm working on the entire set. I just have the huge piece, the biggest piece to go, and I'll be all set. If I were to sell them, I could get about $18 for the 2 of these. If you remember a couple videos back, I picked up a lot of this gorgeous Syracuse china in the Sharon pattern. They produced this between 1949 and 1950 only, and it wasn't on sale. So I bought a bunch of pieces and I put them up to see how they would sell. They sold really well. So I went back and I was able to pick up these 5 8-inch plates. They're salad plates, and they were on sale. So I paid $4 for these. They're in really nice condition. I'm gonna ask $20 for them. In my last video, the Christmas video, I had this Cypress Refresh ceramic heavy-duty travel mug, brand spanking new. Holidays, let the stress begin. I love this. Well, I had picked up at the same time 3 other ones. I paid $4.99 a piece for each mug here, and they're all beautiful. I have grandma, mom, and a beach-themed one. I'm going to ask $17. Take your pick for any of them. These glasses here are probably my favorite find of this haul. I paid $4 for the set. They do have a little dishwasher damage. I'm gonna see what I can do about cleaning them up, but that's okay. I was really excited to find them. They're mid-century and they are 1 pint sour cream or maybe even peanut butter jars, and I just love to collect them. I have never seen this pattern before. It is an amazing pattern. The patterns are all in great shape, even though the glass may be a little dishwasher damaged. These were at the Goodwill. I paid $2.99 for 8 sets of Shafford Calicut little flat cup and saucers. They're in wonderful shape. I don't believe they've ever been used. Shafford was a company out of Japan that exported all their dinnerware to the United States between the 1940s and the 1970s. These, to me, look exactly like maybe late 60s or early 1970s. I'm going to ask, about $15 for 2 sets of 4. So $15 for 4. This has been around the Salvation Army, marked $1.99 for a little while, and for $1.99 I didn't pick it up because it's missing its red plastic lid. It's a canister. It's part of a set. This is the 2-liter size. It's Carlton, made in the United States. Definitely screams 1980s. This is the strawberry decal right here, and it's in wonderful shape. But when it finally went down to 75 cents, I said, what the heck, and put it in my cart. I figured somebody might want it for $3, maybe $4. Thanks for watching my Thursday haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful weekend. I've got lots of stuff ready for next weekend, so we'll see you then. Thanks again. Bye. This is a set of 8 Shafford, Sebastian at the, these are 12s night. Picked up 3 more of the Cypress Reef. Thanks for watching.